something. Anyway, hello, and welcome back to another round of First to Worst. I will be your host, Dragon on your shirt. And today we are going to be running Spanners versus Glassbones, who unfortunately has dropped. So this is essentially your kind of a victory lap. Are you? Ooh. Can you say that again?
Huh?
There we go. That's better.
What? Apparently, he's not in the room with you now.
Damn. What
Just a
was
figment of your imagination, always has been.
was it? What are you? A different Spanners? You
Yes.
doing multi-personality Spanners edition?
You suffer ego death every time you turn the stream off.
All
That's a
right.
different version of you.
You're gonna be like Hoyt and have different editions of yourself.
We'll see how deep into the rabbit hole I go, but
Right.
you never know.
Well, all right. Well, when you're ready, go ahead, eat your hot dog, and start rolling your gats.
Crunch. The hot dog has been crunchitized.
Ben eaten. We'll get to that. We're still watching you run around like a madman.
And why shouldn't you?
And there it is. There's the crunch.
Ooh, I'm taking this. No rerolls for this guy.
Not a single reroll.
It's rigged.
Hey, we were just making some jokes about how every time you go up against someone, your opponent has health issues.
There's, mysterious complications.
Damn, that is that is definitely a keeper.
No rerolls required here.
That's the kind of role you take to your parents.
Look what I found. It followed me home. Can I keep it?
All right. Well, any final words before we send you off?
Why hot dogs?
Oh God, get out of here, man.
Whatever you say, boss.
You're gonna give the chat freaking existential crisis.
Just don't think of how much time you've taken off your life by eating hot dogs.
All right, mute and deafening. All right, and that's it. Spanners should be off here in a bit. Unfortunately, like I was saying, Glassbones and Paper Skin has dropped, but he is still in it. He said he's just gonna focus on his on working on his health. He supposedly has health issues, and he said he was gonna work on them and see if he can't lock it down in goulash. But either way, this right here is Spanner's victory lap. For those who go up against Spanners, let us know if you have any health problems, though. We've been gonna start spreading a conspiracy about how every time someone goes up against Spanners, they come down with a... They suddenly get sick, and then they have to drop. Right. Now, let's see what Spanners here gets. Damn. He really knows how to stick it to the meat. Really showing us he's a cut above the rest. What do we have here? 45 ACP and hollow points. That is a real head popper right there. Override token found. All right, now let's see what he gets. Getting a bolt action, getting the SV98, probably just getting it for the free optic. Getting an EOTech here. Honestly, the SV98 is also a pretty solid bolt action. Like, it also is pretty feature heavy as well. Like, you got a bullpup, you got built-in, not bullpup, sorry. You got the bipod, you got the built-in irons. You got a pick rail and a spot for a muzzle attachment. But either way, Spanners is in his first hold, and he's got himself a kind of an awkward encryption lineup here, but I'm almost certain he'll make it work for him. Stacks are up. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more? One more? Just around the corner. There it goes. Spanners getting all 7 stacks.
Data extracted.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Where's my knife?
Advance to next system node and take it.
Spanners is just slowly stepping into his second supply point. How much you guys want to bet he's going to get the semi-auto shotguns? I almost guarantee he's getting the semi-auto shotgun. I will bet. I will bet at least like a high point magazine. Yep, there it is. And he got a VT12. And he's also getting a stock for it. That is not that's definitely the worst shotgun you can get in that pool. That is for sure. VT12, certainly not a fan favorite, and it just looks so damn goofy with that weird stock on it. I think that's the Glock stock. Like damn, honestly, I would much rather have like that has to be one of the ugliest looking shotguns I've seen so far. All right. Spanner is slowly pushing into his second hold here, trying to trying to stealth kill all these Sosigs here so he could really min-max his score, which is what you would want to do in a tournament, so ain't no fault there. Stepping here into garden. Now, is Spanner's going to touch grass? Or will he make it out of this grassless? Like, no grass touch? And,
Interfacing with system node.
all right, and he's in it.
Analyzing system.
Getting up on top of that little slab there, getting a very interesting position. Can see him ghost loading and getting aggressive with these Sosigs, taking them out right as they step out the gate here.
Hardened encryption detected. Neutralize it.
Naturally.
Horns are up. And he's just got one more, and he touched the grass! Spanner's a certified grass toucher.
Analyzing system.
Hey, oh, I was about to say, is he about to touch that grass again? Spanner's over here not getting enough of that grass. All right, his swarm should pop up here any second.
1, 2, 3.
Swarms are up. Switching to a shotgun here, taking out the first one in one shot, double tapping the second, and single tapping the third. That ain't too bad. That was a quick swarm clear.
Still all right.
5 override tokens found. Advance to next system node and take it.
All right, and that's it for the second hold. Spanner's moving on to the third, taking a quick stroll through Terrorbind, giving us a little preview. He was even looking at it. He's even looking at it like, goddamn.
Cool.
Like he's taking out a canker sore here.
Yes. Never punished for gambling.
Oh, going for the 6-point assault rifle, getting a AUG. With 30-round magazines. Not too bad. Honestly, out of all the bullpups you can get, I feel like the UG is...
That's red.
The UG? What? The AUG is definitely, it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst bullpup you can get. It is serviceable.
Override token found.
I hate this, but I'm going to keep it. I am.
Now, is he going to get anything else? Looks like he's getting himself a foregrip to go with the AUG.
So I can use it.
And there he goes, slowly stepping into his third hold here on crossover, trying to stealth kill as many of the SO6s as he can.
Interfacing with system node.
And there it is.
Hold this position.
Spanners, now in it to win it.
System.
Ready to rock and roll it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hardened and
All right, the hardens are up.
neutralizer.
Switching to the VT12. He's got 2, got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There goes the hardens. Not too bad.
Advancing to next system layer. Analyzing system.
Oh man, Spanners is getting aggressive.
Time to be in.
Counting down the swarms here.
Yes. Don't want to be down here.
Swarm and
All right, the swarms are up.
neutralize it.
Having to triple tap the first 2. Switching to his AUG to take out the third. And there goes the fourth. Switching to the not the USP. The Mark 23. Yeah. Either way, Spanners had to switch to every gun in his loadout to take out those swarms. Remember, kids, switching to your other weapon is faster than reloading. Right.
One, two.
Alrighty. Spanner's here, patiently waiting for his refractives. Or not refractives, recursives. He's already got the first, and that's a good lineup there, taking down the second. Not too bad. Honestly, it kind of seems like the recursives with the right lineup can be a lot easier than the swarms and the hardens. Just on the simple fact that there's two of them. But either way, Spanners is now out of his third hold, taking... and splish splash, he went to take a bath. Spanners jumping into the water down at the bottom of Hydro. Honestly, he needed it, man. I could smell this Redditor all the way from here. I could smell him through the screen. Just, whew.
Token.
Override token found.
Okay.
I need a, you know, after this, after this, we need to tell Spanners that his Reddit days are over. He could no longer be a participant in the internet. He touched grass and he took a bath. He has now been excommunicated. All right, well, let's see what he gets here. He could... I see the gears turning, and he is definitely thinking about getting that grenade launcher. But he's going up for a shield dog instead.
Remember to take the correct direction this time.
All right. And now he should be... His fourth hold should be in Terrorbine. Right here.
Is patrol.
All right. And he slowly...
And I've been seen. It's on.
Yep, there it is. The Sosigs have spotted Spanners. Mission compromise. Pull out. Pull out.
That's disappointing.
All right, and there it is. He is now in it. He's in the fourth hold, locking it down in Terrorbine, using the grapnel gun here to get to the top. And he also fell through the floor here.
What am I doing?
That is a good question, Spanners. What are you doing? All right, taking a shield dog immediately. Already taking out the stealths. He got 2 of them. He got 3. Let's see. There's 4. And there should be just 1 more. 5? Is there 6? Where's it at?
The thing.
And there it goes.
Advancing to next system layer.
And now he's at the top of not at the top of Terrorbine. The Topperbine. The Turtop. All right, just kind of kind of doing circles here. And now he's back at the bottom,
Polymorphic encryption detected.
where he belongs. Jokes aside, the polymorph is up, and he just took a shot. Spanner's taking some stray rounds here. Oh, man. Oh, he's taking even more shots. And there goes the polymorph. Woo. That was a quick polymorph clear, but at what cost? What cost? All right, the regen is up. There he goes, taking, just 3D printing at that cheese block over there with the AUG. Only got one more node to go, switching to the USP, and there goes the regen. Spanner's now done with his fourth and moving on to the fifth.
Data extracted. Advance to next system node and take it.
That was messy.
Messy? Messy? What are you talking about? That was a clean regen clear, Spanners. It was super clean. All right, now here's the big question. What is he going to get for the fifth and final hold? If I was a gambling man, I'd say he's probably going to try and get a second shotgun.
Come on.
I mean, that's what I would do. I'd probably try to get myself like a good mag-fed shotgun, especially for the refractor. That being said, the fifth and the last hold here should be it's in hydro. Fifth hold is hydro, so he might want to get a scope.
Leave me alone, patrols. That's not nice.
Let's see here. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Ooh.
My precious.
A grenade. He really is getting a grenade launcher. Interesting. And it looks like he's definitely getting the high explosive rounds. Now, what's next here, Spanners? What's next? What else you gonna get? Like what else you gonna get?
Could go into this without power ups.
Like I don't get you, Spanners. I'm honestly a little curious if he's gonna get appers.
I've never been punished for gambling.
Oh.
Override token.
So he sold the VT12
Override token.
and he's sold the SOCOM
Punished for
and
gambling. Okay.
he got himself a infinite ammo dog. Interesting. I don't think he got. I'm surprised he didn't try to do the Apper strat with the grenade launcher because I know it works. I know Appers works on the refractive. I don't know if it's as good or if it's better than the number 4 buckshot, but here, ooh, Spanner's actually taking some long shots. I don't know if you guys can see the kills he's getting though, because like,
Now, where did you come from?
oh, there goes the stealth bonus.
did not see me.
And there it is. Spanners is now in his 5th and final hold, using the grapple gun to get all the way to the top.
This is where I want to be.
Oh yeah, he is all the way to the top. Just using that grenade launcher to, look at that. Just blowing them all up. And there's the cascading. That is quite the advantage point he's got right there. Using the grenade launcher to get kills as he goes. That's interesting. That is a fun topic. Fun strategy here. Literally just practically akimboing the grenade launcher and AUG. Just making good use of that grenade launcher, taking out the Sosigs as soon as they step out of the spawn point. All right, the orthogonal is up. He's switching to his AUG, using the infinite ammo dog, getting closer. Oh man, he almost fell into the water again. I was gonna make fun of him even more. And there goes the orthogonal. That was a good orthag clear. The orthogonal play being a lot more reasonable with spanners than it usually would be with our other contestants. I can't tell if that was for fun or what. Man, he's practically aimbotting these Sosigs with that grenade launcher. All right, refractive is up. All right. Switching to the AUG, trying to make it past the shield there. Yep, and there's the grenade launcher akimbo. He's dancing around it, taking some shots from the refractive itself. All right, and I believe that's 4 hits on the refractive.
Give me that.
Oh, he's got the shotgun. He's got a Sosig shotgun. Using the Sosig shotgun to damage it further. Don't know how effective that is, though. Spanner's he running like a madman. And there it goes. There goes the refractive. Finally.
Data extracted.
Finally down for Spanners. Let me go ahead and snatch that score from him. Was that a 126? Not too bad, Spanners. All right, let me just go ahead and pull Spanners in, and we will accost him. Like just outright berate him. Hey, what's up, Spanners?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. I gotta say that was an interesting final hold there.
Yeah, you could call it that. You know, when you realize you just don't have the tools you want, we ball.
I mean, you definitely had some interesting tools using the grapple hook, or the grapple gun and the grenade launcher just that
Just
was
making like a pigeon sitting up top there.
straight up straight up just Batman if you use guns. All right. Well,
Sitting up on a pigeon, dropping bombs and all the SOSIGs, just like a real pigeon.
yeah, exactly. Well, let me go ahead and I will punch your score in here real quick. Here's the wieners bracket. There's the wieners bracket. We got ourselves.
Man, I will say this seed is hard.
Is it?
Hydro can be, it's pretty tough. Turbine especially. I mean, you saw a turbine.
Yeah, well, I mean, turbine is turbine, but I figure hydro would be one of the easier ones, especially with that
It
vantage point.
it is if you have the tools you want.
I mean, that could be said for
If
any of them.
if I had some more power ups, I would have felt a lot better about that.
Oh yeah, I was actually surprised you didn't try going for like another shotgun to replace the VT12, or even tried using the appers on the refractive.
I thought about it. I just decided not to. I knew I wanted to buy the grapple gun and I needed points for that, so that took priority over getting a better shotgun.
That's fair. Do you think the grapple gun made that big of a difference?
The grapple gun in my practice runs, at least, definitely had a big difference on the practice run where I got the best score. That was like a 136. I had that going into like hold 3, being able to hop around
Hmm.
during holds offered a lot of utility.
Interesting. And yeah, the grenade launcher roll was that part of your practice runs, or you just do that for fun?
The grenade launcher for Hydro was always my master plan was the pigeon strategy. Sit up high and drop bombs on the SOSIGs. And if I had, honestly, what I should have done was just stay up high and just peck away at the refractive and just keep blowing up the SOSIGs as they come in.
Possibly. I mean, either way, that was still a really, really good run. You got a high score. Also, I got to tell you, you're you've been excommunicated from the Reddit club.
I've been excommunicated.
You've touched grass, possibly twice, and then you took a bath in hydro, dropping down into the water below.
I touched grass and I took a shower. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
that's like the two things you can't do if you want to be, big time on the internet.
What a shame.
It's okay. Well, I guess jokes aside, we don't have a whole lot of questions from the chat here. I guess I will ask. I noticed when you were practicing though, you had a scope on that one assault rifle. Wait, no, that was the C7 you had.
That was a C7. It comes with that scope, so I decided to use it for funsies. But it was surprisingly useful, I will say.
I was gonna ask if you could do all that again. Would you do anything different?
I would have done the same roles. I would just hope to get punished less for gambling. That's all. This is what I get for practicing, Dragon. Never practice, kids. Ever, ever, ever.
Right? Just keep your talent stagnated. All right. Well, I guess with that being said, we're pretty much we're all good to bring this to a close. You have any final words for us, Spanners?
Why hot dogs?
We already did that bit.
Bit never dies.
No, I guess you're right. It don't.
No?
I suppose you're right to a degree. It still counts.
It's the important question, but yeah, no. Thanks for
Of course.
thanks for moderating and commentating, and
Yeah,
thanks everyone for
thanks for
tuning in to
running.
watch this idiot.
Which one?
Yeah.
All right, to everyone who's still watching, keep practicing, stay hydrated, and we will see you in the next First to Worst. Y'all take care.